Welcome back to Gaming with Bigby. I am Bigby, and when we last left off, we were here on our UHC island, and we needed to do several things in order to prepare. We just finished doing a little bit of mining down near lava level, and we got some supplies, and we did pretty well. However, I determined over the course of the week that there was actually quite a bit more that needed to be done. And you may notice there's some changes to the building behind me, and that's because I took some time off camera to basically spruce up the house and do a little bit more prepping and just sort of getting things ready for this coming week. I would have filmed them on camera, but it was I spent on Friday night about 3 hours working on various things around here and just sprucing and building, and it would have been so much that it would have been an episode in and of itself. I didn't even bother recording it. So it was just going to be too much. So I skipped it, but whoa, there we go. You didn't miss much. But I will take you on a short tour just to get you caught up to speed. As you can see here, obviously we finished the smeltery. One of the things that we've added here, in fact, let me get the... changed a few things about the house. And one of the things we've added is this, the tool forge. And this is something I needed to get enough iron, because you need 4 blocks of iron in order to be able to make the tool forge. Actually, it doesn't have to be iron. It can be any metal. But iron is pretty much the most abundant metal resource in the game. So it's pretty much the default go-to option. And what the tool forge does, if we right-click it, it gives us access to all of the tools, all of the advanced tools, everything. So it opens up the entire world. And as you can see by my hotbar, or by my inventory, I have indeed made a couple of the upgraded tools, in addition to upgrading my pick, which you can see I've added haste onto the pick, and I've added enough additional lapis to the pick to actually get Fortune 2 out of it. So it's a very, very, very useful pick right now. On top of that, I made a bronze lumber axe, which has the reinforced 3, which is basically reinforced is similar to unbreaking. So essentially this thing has unbreaking 3 on it. Tremendous durability, and I have just an ordinary iron excuse me. It's been a long day here at my house. I have a regular iron excavator here, nothing particularly fancy. Added a little tiny bit of redstone to it, and I've used that to work on this. And it's a bit difficult to see. Let's go ahead and head out the door here. I have flattened and leveled this entire area down to that level. So this whole island down on this end is, except for the farming area of course, this whole area is flat. I removed the sand, I took the dirt that was in the hills, and I laid it out over here, and as a matter of fact you can see it isn't quite finished filling in with grass. That's still dirt. And you can see I planted rows and rows and rows of trees, which I use my new lumber axe for cutting down. So, as a way of demonstration, we're going to go over to one of these big monster trees. You see, this is one of the large oaks that you get every once in a while. And notice I'm walking around in the middle of the dark totally unconcerned, because I have lit this island up like crazy. There are no dark spots left anywhere on this island, so it's perfectly safe at night. So we'll be doing a lot less spending time in the bed. But just so things are lit up a little bit better, although they are lit up pretty well, we'll go ahead and run back inside here and just, whoops, let's go up the stairs. And we'll just hit the sack real quick. And you'll notice I've updated the room here, but we'll go over the house in just a second. I'll come back to that. I want to show you the lumber axe. So here's the lumber axe, and as you can see, if I cut that part of it down, it takes the entire tree down. Obviously the rest of the logs are still caught up in the branches up there, but once they come down, as the leaves decay, they'll drop, and they drop all of their leaves. So it's a very, very, very useful tool. Something that's just absolutely fantastic to have available. And as we wait for the rest of the wood to drop, now it doesn't have the same effect on leaves, but you can always just cut those down manually. Give me my wood. Okay. Well, we'll let those leaves decay. And obviously I did a lot of wood cutting and stuff over the week. And since I did the leveling, you can see I've made more chests. This is one that's containing all my wood and other, well, I stuck the wool in here because I didn't know what to do with it, and those books. This one here is all dirt. This one here is cobble and stone with some clay and other stuff thrown in. This one's my precious metals. This one over here is sand and sand derivatives. And then, of course, that one still has my food, and that one has the casting stuff. And I think that's a saw. Oops, got some wood in there I shouldn't have in there. We'll put the saplings and the apple back in there. So we've got lots and lots of that. And then this is the excavator, which basically, let's see if I can find a spot to demonstrate this. We'll go ahead and let's see. Where's a spot that I can demo this for you? Down here. We'll take some of the sand off the end of this island here because we're not really using this area yet. So I go here and dig this spot. Boom. 3 by 3. So I can clear an entire area in no time flat. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Awesome. Alright, let's make sure this is well lit up. Don't want anything spawning here. Interestingly enough, and as you can see, as you may have seen by the house, I also did some work on the house. I basically I had tons and tons from my. I spent some time down in the lower recesses down below there, just basically expanding out the area around the lava pools, looking for more materials, and seeing if the lava pools extended any further, and they did. And I spent quite a bit of time down there at lava level just going through and mining out, and I got a bunch more diamonds, I got a bunch of gold, I got some other ore, and I got a ton of stone. Also got a ton of gravel when I was down there, which is really nice. I made a whole bunch of seared bricks out of it, and I used the seared bricks and the stone that I made, and I got a ton of coal, and I smelted all of the cobble into stone and then made it into bricks, which you can see here. And then I used the tinker's chisel to chisel the bricks into like this pattern and that pattern. And it's kind of hard to see, but there's another pattern there behind the roses. And then I took some extra seared bricks and I replaced the wood here with seared bricks and put a fancy pattern on them. And I took all those extra logs that I had from clearing all the trees so I could level the island, and just kind of built this house into a little bit more of a log style there. This all replaced with stone brick. Added some extra stone brick supports so the windows weren't so huge. Finished the roof, obviously, as you can see. The roof is complete. And I took the whole lower section, and this is all seared brick. This whole area, and then obviously I kind of ran out. So I put in some ordinary brick there because I had a bunch extra. But put in some stairs. Did the seared brick over here, so just kind of made the house look a little bit. I'm not sure about the log look. Especially this spot right here, right there. I'm just not so sure. That was bricks all the way up before, and then from the inside it looked weird, so I made it logs. I'm not sure if I like that look. I might put it back to being brick, put brick there, and then put logs on that row and that row instead of on the end here, so kind of logs above where this thing is and then where that one is. I'm not sure. I'm still deciding. So there may be a few changes to that. Expanded my my farm of reeds there. Yeah, that's the word for it. Expanded the reeds. Moved the pigs into the pen and bred them. Bred the chickens a little bit. Didn't do much with the cows. And I made this. I took all of the ore. I found some additional oreberry when I was down there. Mostly more aluminum oreberry. And, let me pick these up. Hang on. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Oh, and I made a pumpkin farm. I expanded the dirt, the soil out here. This whole area was expanded outward because it used to come down over here. So I expanded this outward. And I made myself a pumpkin farm. Wish they were melons, but hey. And I made an oreberry farm. Now check this out. Now normally, remember what I said about the oreberries being prickly, and if you touch them you can lose health. Look. I am, as hard as I can, I am pushing against this. This design, half blocks on the floor, those are planted directly on the main floor area. Then a block here, and then half blocks all along the top. First of all, these are all lower side half blocks. So no mobs can spawn down here. So this doesn't have to be very bright. And because of the way these half blocks work, you see how dark it is in there? That allows the light level to be low enough so that the oreberries can produce. And in fact, it's probably even a little too high right there. You'll probably go with a single torch, knock those out. So the nice thing is it doesn't have to be bright down here, because these are all mobs cannot spawn down here. So because of the thing, now it's bright over here because mobs can spawn there, but it doesn't have to be bright back here, which is really nice. And then these, I just click on them. And if you have an empty hand, you could also right click. That also works. Those are gold. These are 2 gold oreberries. And we got more aluminum over here. And then we can just take these bad boys, take them right back upstairs to the smeltery. And we can just pop them into the smeltery and melt them up. And that's basically the great thing about this. And these are 1 nugget each if you put them in a regular furnace, and 2 nuggets each if you put them in the smeltery. So this is actually 6 nuggets of gold, which is not a lot. It's not a full ingot, but you know, what are you gonna see? We got 1 ingot, 2 nuggets, and that should give me 6 nuggets. Oh, 3 nuggets. Well, maybe I'm calculating that wrong then. Well, at any rate, yeah. See, I only have 3 more, so we'll get that out later. Oh, and I put this chest over here for all my old tool parts. Old tools, old tool parts. That's the other iron pickaxe that I had been using. I basically used it till it broke, and then I stopped using it because I realized that my durability on this thing is so high that there's just no point in using this. And this thing has got ridiculous durability, and it's so cheap to fix with extra bronze that there's no point in doing the rest of it. So that's where we stand right now. And the one thing I'm basically waiting to do is I need to make a hammer so I can really start mining out. Oh, I also found a bunch more diamonds. Oh, and I killed a witch and got 2 glowstone. Wahoo. But I need to build a hammer, and I want to build it with a slime tool rod. And of course I don't have any slime, but I have, up just beyond the lip of the building where you can't see it, a slime island right up there. So we're going to get ourselves to our slime island. But the first thing we're going to do, actually, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build a stinking table. And yes, I did remember how to build it. An enchantment table! Of course, I don't have any enchanting room set up. I got all the books in the world, but no enchanting room. So that's something I'll set up offline, but I wanted to show you that I did actually figure out how to make an enchanting table. Just put it back in there for a minute. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of this wood, and we're going to go over to the crafting table, and start with this, make it into sticks, make that into planks, make that into sticks, and that is, there we go. Make a crap ton of ladders because we are going to have to pillar up to get to the slime island. Alright, so what we're going to want is, let's see, what do we have? We got 2 dirt, got some wood. We'll hold on to that, hold on to those. We're going to want some sand. And we got some sand. And hold off on the water. I want to use a regular shovel and a regular... Don't want to use these when you're... As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to put those away. I do not want a lumber axe or an excavator when I'm trying to pillar up and down. It's generally a bad idea. Alright, it's getting to be night, so let's go ahead and hit the sack. And we're up. And let's see, we got about half of our episode is over, so let's go ahead and get to it before we run out of daylight. Oops, run, don't crouch. Alright, so Slime Island's there. An interesting little tidbit, over the weekend, when I was working on this, actually Friday night, when I was doing all the work on the house and everything else around the island, a king slime spawned. Now, a king slime, for those of you that don't know, is... Here, we're gonna... Oops. Okay. A king slime... I hope I have enough here. Is the boss mob that spawns from slime islands. And he's very, very tough and very dangerous. I mean, he's basically just slime, but he's a gigantic slime. He's not ridiculously tough. Let's see, how we doing? Where's that slime island? I mean, there it is. Okay. These clouds just totally hide it. He's not ridiculously tough. And did I leave myself... Okay, I brought wood. Oh, I got more sand. Okay, good. And, yeah, we got a ways to go yet. He's tough enough. Oof. Ooh, boy, if I fall and hit the land, you know, I'm going to crouch just for safety's sake. I'm going to hold down the shift. Yeah, I did all that without holding shift. How we doing? We're getting there. Because I think I was just close enough in my house when I was working on the house that it spawned the king slime. But get this. The king slime jumped off the island and he fell into the ocean, and slimes can't swim. So I could see it because it had the little title bar, like the like any other boss mob does. It had the little title bar show up, but then all of a sudden it started losing health and losing health and losing health, and I realized what had happened is he had jumped off the island, fallen down and sunk to the bottom of the ocean and drowned. And that was the end of the king slime. Okay, had fingers on wrong keys. Oh, so glad I was holding down shift. I mean, I would have landed in the water, but still. Okay, let's bring out the sword. I actually had to reach around and do that with my other hand. Okay, oh yeah, we got a few slimes up here. Let's kill them. And you can see that they we got various different types of slime here. We got, whoa, purple slime, and this stuff basically acts as a mob spawner. This blue slime water. It essentially acts as a mob spawner, and it spawns slimes. And we're getting slime. And do I have my shears with me? I do have my shears. Okay. Alright. So we're doing okay. Alright, so we're out. You know, that weird bouncy effect is the slime. It does that. Alright, so hopefully this thing won't spawn a king slime or anything really dangerous. Alright, so let's see, I got some, I got a slimy sapling. I got 4 gelatinous slime, and I got some slimy leaves. Now let me replant the slimy sapling. Definitely going to want to make sure that that grows. Everything makes the squishy noise. Wonderful. Alright, and I'm going to use my shears. Oh. Hey, you, die. Okay. This stuff does spawn slimes, and it spawns them pretty quickly, too, so... come on. Jump. There we go. It's a pain getting out of there. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to focus and do this at the same time. I just don't want to get caught in here with a large slime spawning, because they will hurt you and hurt you quickly. Oh, yep, see, here's one. Yep, see, he's trying to get up on me. Yeah. I know what you're trying to get up all in my face. Did he just shrink in size? There we go. And okay, let's go ahead and alright. Okay, so we got that. I'm going to go ahead and plant these slimy saplings. Put one there. And put one there. They will grow eventually. And do we have any more slime balls? How much have I got? I got 6 slime balls, I got 36 slimy leaves, and I got 2 cubes of congealed green slime, which we can use in other things. And there's this purple slime here, but we're going to leave it. Doesn't have a whole lot of use for us, at least not yet. Slime grass. One thing you never want to do, never, ever, 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 ever pick up the slime grass with a silk touch and plant it in your regular grass. It will turn everything to slime grass. That is a very bad thing. That is not something you want. Just going to try and break a few of these. Sometimes you can get saplings out of them. And sometimes not. I don't want to waste them. Those actually have other uses. You never, ever, ever want to do that, because they will cover the entire area. They will turn every other adjacent grass block into slime. If any of you have watched any of the B-Team series, they had one point where they were doing their a special server, and somebody accidentally planted slime grass blocks in amongst the grass of one of the other biomes, and they actually had to edit the world because it started taking over everything. And that is the timer and the end of our episode, and I am just going to kill this slime and try not to get killed myself. And I'm going to grab the slime balls from him and then kill the little guy. Hey, points. And jump out of here. And I'm going to head back down over here. And F5 mode as I stand here on my block of slime. And I will thank you very much for watching this episode. And if you've been enjoying this series, as always, please subscribe and leave a like. And thank you very much, and I will see you in the next episode.